The Lord's Supper. Near the end of the Passover meal, Jesus institutes the Lord's Supper, a new covenant meal to replace the Passover, just as baptism replaced circumcision at the beginning of the Gospel. This sacrament becomes the ongoing way Christ feeds and sustains his people. Yet, the Lord's Supper has also become one of the most divisive doctrines in church history, especially since the Reformation. The words of institution are simple: "This is my body. This is my blood," but the interpretations are vast. Roman Catholics teach transubstantiation, that the bread and wine become Christ's actual body and blood, though they appear unchanged. Protestants rejected this, but then disagreed among themselves. Zwingli saw the supper as symbolic, Luther insisted on a real presence, Calvin offered a balanced view, spiritual communion with Christ, yet a real feeding on him by faith. Despite the debates, the heart of the supper is Christ's promise, "I will be with you." Luther was right to emphasize that the supper is not primarily our act, but Christ's gift, his real presence with his people. When Jesus says, "This is my blood of the covenant, poured out for many," he echoes Isaiah 53. He doesn't say, "for all," but "for many," a reference to the elect. Christ's death doesn't merely make salvation possible, it secures it for those he came to save. And when he says, "I will not drink again of the fruit of the vine until I drink it new in the kingdom," he still calls it fruit of the vine, a subtle but meaningful point against transubstantiation. In these few words, Jesus institutes a sacrament that nourishes us throughout our spiritual lives. His body is true food, his blood true drink, not in a crude physical sense, but in a profound spiritual reality. We must not overstate the mystery, but we must not miss the promise. Christ meets us, feeds us, and is truly present with us in the Lord's Supper. Amen and amen.